Hello there. Hi, y'all. It's Michael. Okay, so this actually will be like a vlog slash TBR of me going to the library and picking up my books for Nonfiction November. So, yay, Nonfiction November is a thing on BookTube to read basically more nonfiction. Yay. I'll leave the information down below for Olive's video. I'm here at the pizza place because yay, pizza. I'm meeting up with my sister for lunch because I got off work and whatnot. But anyways, y'all don't care. So there are 4 prompts for the nonfiction. Now, I think this is going to be great because right now I'm reading, check out my Dewey's 24-hour reading vlog video. That one has my TBR essentially for November. 4 prompts. So I'm going to be looking for a book that has something with design. The next one is sport. Next is true, and then voice. So these 4 prompts, like basically keywords to try to find a book about one of the keywords. So 4 books, I think it's actually not that bad. Maybe a book a week. I think it would be doable. Yeah, I'm thinking that for one of the books, I will have to get a shorter one because with Thanksgiving and whatnot, I'm trying to like plan ahead in my mind. With Thanksgiving and Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all of that jazz, I'm thinking I need to pick a book for one of those weeks that it's like a little bit shorter than normal, like maybe only like maybe 100 or 200 pages. But yeah, I don't have any books in mind. I'm literally going to go to the library and just like pick it. So I thought I would vlog and also do the TBR at the same time because I was like, why not combine 2 things at the same time?
Look at this one over here. Oh, should I block where you work?
Yes.
Oh, really?
No. Come and eat. Come give me tips.
She don't deserve it. She gonna give you the worst customer service ever.
I'm gonna forget your salad. To take off your tomatoes.
Oh my god, I'm allergic. Oh.
And we're at a pizza place.
Y'all, this pizza's so good. Like, it's really, really good. Like, exceptionally good.
Like num 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 good.
Num 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 good. Just look at her. Y'all, it's a mukbang, but it's just my sister. Ew!
Don't edit it.
Oh my god, stop. Michelle, that's nasty. Why would you do that?
Don't edit it.
Please subscribe. Hey y'all, it is Michael. So what had happened was, okay, it's actually the next day now. So yeah, I didn't go to the library. After I met up with my sister, I went to go get coffee, and then afterwards, you know what, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I went on a date, so there's that. But now in the morning, as you can tell, that's probably why you're wondering like, whoa, it's the next day but you're shaved and everything. But the next day, right now, okay, so I'm gonna go to the library now, okay? This is gonna go in conjunction with my vlog where it's Halloween because it's Halloween right now, but yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go, okay? I'm gonna go get the books, I promise. I'm gonna go now, like right now. The library. All right, here we go. All right. So I'm back from the library now, and I thought I would let y'all know the books that I'm picking for Nonfiction November. All right, so here we go. Now, I actually picked up 5 books. The last one, it really didn't, well, technically it could fit some of the word prompts depending on how you flex it, but I was just like, oh, this sounds so good, and I couldn't give it up, so I decided to pick it up. And I don't know what's going on with my hair. It's this weather. All right, the first prompt is design, and for that I chose Becoming Dr. Seuss, Theodore Giselle, and oh my god, I can't read, y'all. Becoming Dr. Seuss, Theodore Giselle, and the Making of an American Imagination by Brian J. Jones. I first heard of Jones actually from a podcast. It's a Star Wars podcast, and Jones actually has a book about George Lucas, so he was on that Star Wars podcast, and I heard him talk about his book. And I was like, oh, I heard of his name. And then he was also talking about his other biographies that he did. And this is one of them. Obviously designed because Dr. Seuss, duh. I mean, like, what reader doesn't love him? And so I was like really interested because I don't know that much about the author himself. So I thought this would be really interesting. And I thought like, yeah, good read to see. Now it's pretty long. But yeah, all of these books are pretty long. So I don't know. So yeah, there's that. The next word prompt is sport. Now, this is the one I think is giving a lot of people some friction. Or I'm not really into sport in the sense like, okay, I live in Georgia, and like sports here is so big, like especially football. So I just never been into sports like that. But I did find one that I could consider a sport. Listen, if it's on ESPN, it's technically a sport, okay? It's okay. This one is Rough Magic Riding the World's Loneliest Horse Race by Laura Pryor Palmer. This is about Pryor Palmer who rode this like longest race in the world, like a course, and it has this really cool hold on, it has this like really cool picture in the in the back. It looks like it says the 1,000-kilometer Mongol Derby in Mongolia. Ooh. So yay! I thought it would be really interesting. Horses are cool, right? Yeah, so there's that. The next prompt is true. Now this I think was the easiest because technically any of these could have been true. So there's that. One that I chose for that is No Visible Bruises, What We Don't Know About Domestic Violence Can Kill Us by Rachel Louise Snyder. So this is about domestic abuse. One of the reasons why I wanted to pick this up is because I'm actually watching an anime right now, and it deals with abuse. It's like a slice of life slash sports anime. It's called Stars Align if you're interested in it. But it doesn't even introduce the concept that about domestic abuse until like the end of the first episode of that anime, and it really, like, for me as a watcher, I know thinking it's going to be just about a tennis anime, well, called soft tennis anime. I was like, oh, it's like your basic normal anime, and then the ending of that first episode, I was like, whoa, and then the third episode, like, I was like, wait, this is gonna get deep, and I was like, wow, and some of the scenes were really hard to watch. I was like, oh. But yeah, I thought this would be interesting to read more about it and up my knowledge about domestic abuse, and I thought. I was like, sure, it's going to be a hard read. I can just feel it already. But yeah, I think I'll be ready. So, all right, the last prompt for that is voices. And for that, I chose Last Boat Out of Shanghai, the epic story of the Chinese who fled Mao's revolution by Helen Zia. So I read the blurb of this right here, and this reminded me, like, what is my hair doing, y'all? My hair is going crazy. Reminded me so much of The Warmth of Other Suns, which I love. And the reason why I say that it reminds me of that because the structure seems very similar. So in this in Last Boat Out of Shanghai, it seems as though we're gonna follow four people as they basically leave and move to other areas because of the Communist Party, I'm assuming. Oh my god, listen to my ignorance right now, but that's what I'm thinking it's going to be. And so listen, in The Warmth of Other Suns, that structure of like following these four people as they migrate, it works so well from like a writing perspective and like outlining wise. I was like, oh my god, that when I read that, I was like, oh, this is so good. Like, it just keeps the momentum going. So if Zia follows that format and it's very similar, it's gonna make this 500 page book go really fast because I actually think it'll be really interesting not only to read and like catch up on the history, but help up my knowledge a little bit about that. Yeah, so I'm excited to read that. Now the last one don't really fit. Like it could fit under voice, true. But I saw that and I thought it just seemed really interesting, so I picked it up. It's called Formation: A Woman's Memoir of Stepping Out of Line by Ryan Lee Dosti. This is about Dosti, who basically gets who joins the army. Who joins the army. It says on him, the army, and then it talks about her experience in the army because it says on here that she gets raped, and so this is a memoir about her time during the army, but it looks like it's also going to talk about like the structure of like the feminine masculine dichotomy in the army, and then like all of the things that go on. I'm always interested in like army books. I live in a military town, so that's probably it, and I know a lot of people in the army, like currently, well, before, like served and then serving. So I thought this would be really interesting just to read about. So yeah. All right, those are the books that I picked up. Now
usually the way I present usually the way I review books is like batches. So I'm probably gonna be either gonna be 2, 2, 1 or like somehow, but I will do a video and I will talk about these books coming up whenever I get around to it. I have to basically schedule my reading, particularly for November, because I don't know how it's going to be, and I really do want to read all these books and actually like feel really good about Nonfiction November. So yeah, if you're joining Nonfiction, remember, let me know. I'm sorry for the cut. I should have filmed yesterday, but there's that. So yes, let me know if you're joining Nonfiction November. I always love watching the TBRs and whatnot and seeing all the recommendations. So yes, until then, we're gonna go trick or treating soon. So hopefully this weather. Oof. And my hair. I should have put my hat up back on. So yes, until then, I'll see you guys till next time. Bye.